You know football. Football is made of pentagons and hexagons. Now, but do you know how many pentagons and how many hexagons are there in a football? Actually, it is possible to establish a relationship among the number of pentagons, number of hexagons, number of vertices in a football or in any other polyhedron made of other polygons. This is what I am going to show you now. For example, if you take one one-dimensional object AB and take any point on the line O, then the angle here is 1 pi radian or 180 degrees. Similarly, if you take a two-dimensional object, for example, a piece of round shape paper, then on the paper around any point, say O, the angle is 2 pi radian or 360 degree. Therefore, if the angle on around a point is 360 degree, then the surface is flat and it is two-dimensional. Now, to create a three-dimensional object, the surface of the three dimensions should be curved, not flat. Therefore, the angle on the surface on any point should be less than 360 degree. For example, if you take that two-dimensional paper and if you cut a small piece of paper from here with angle theta, then if you add A and B, then you will get like this. Then the angle around O here is 360 minus theta. Now you can see here it is flat, but here it is curved. Several polygons can be suitably connected to make a polyhedron. Now, it is possible to correlate the number of regular polygons or faces with its shapes and the number of vertices in a polyhedron. For example, if you take a regular triangle like this, then internal angle is 60 degree, 60, 60, 60, and C is the number of corners, that is 3. Now, if you take 3 such triangle here, all the 3 triangles are connected to this point O, then this O is called vertex, and because now 3 faces are there, so F equal to 3, then theta will be 360 minus F, that is number of faces, into internal angle, that is 60 degrees, so theta equal to 180 degree. Similarly, if you take 4 such triangles and those triangles are connected to point O, which is a vertex, then F equal to 4 and theta will be 120 degree. Now V is the number of vertex, F is the number of faces, C is the number of corners, and P is the number of polygons. Then it is to establish a correlation among these parameters. For example, if V equal to 4 pi by theta, P, that is number of polygons, equal to VF by C. In this slide, I am going to show you some examples. For example, if you take tetrahedron, this is a tetrahedron, then consider a vertex here, which is shown here. Each internal angle is 60 degree, so 3 into 60 equal to 180, then theta equal to 360 minus 180 equal to 180 degree. So number of V vertexes is 4 pi by theta, that is equal to 4. That you know, in a tetrahedron there are 4 vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of polygons equal to VF by C. V is the number of vertex 4, F is the number of faces around a vertex, this is 3 by 3, this C is the number of corners for each polygon, so 4. So that means there are number of polygons in a tetrahedron equal to 4. That's why the name is tetrahedron. You can see here 4 faces. Next example, octahedron. Consider a vertex here, it is shown here. Now each vertex is surrounded by 4 regular triangles. For each triangle, internal angle is 60 degree. So for 4 triangles, 240 degree. Then theta equal to 360 minus 240 equal to 120 degree. So number of vertices is equal to 4 pi by theta, that is equal to 6. And you know, for octahedron, number of vertices 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then number of polygons P equal to VF by C. The number of vertices V equal to 6. Number of faces around a vertex is 4. Number of corners for each face is 3. So P equal to 8. That's why it is called octahedron. You know, there are total 8 faces. Next example, cube. Consider a point or vertex here O. Around this O there are 3 faces. Each face is a square. So internal angle is 90 degrees. So 3 into 90 equal to 270 degrees. So theta equal to 360 minus 270 equal to 90 degree. Now number of vertices V equal to 4 pi by theta, or 720 degree by theta, that equal to 8. You know, total 8 vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number of polygons equal to VF by C. V number of vertices 8. Face is F is the number of faces around a vertex, that is 3. C is the number of corners in a polygon, that is equal to 4, so 6. So number of polygons in a cube is 6. You know, there are 6 faces in a cube. In this slide, I am going to show you 2 more examples, dodecahedron and icosahedron. In dodecahedron, each vertex is surrounded by 3 regular pentagons. For pentagon, the internal angle is 108 degree. Therefore, theta equal to 360 minus 3 into 108, that is 36. So V, that is number of vertices in this dodecahedron, is 4 pi by theta, that is equal to 20. So there must be 20 such vertices or corners. Now number of polygons P equal to VF by C. V is 20, we have already got here. F, number of faces around each vertex, here 3 faces, 1, 2, 3 around each vertex. So F equal to 3. C equal to 5, because there are 5 corners in each polygon. So P equal to 12. That means there are 12 faces in this dodecahedron. That's why it is called dodecahedron. Name says dodecahedron. In icosahedron, each vertex is surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular triangles. Therefore theta equal to 360 minus 5 into 60. 60 is the internal angle of triangle, so that is equal to 60 degree. So V number of vertices equal to 4 pi by theta equal to 12. So that means there are 12 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The number of polygons P equal to VF by C. V we have got from here 12. F number of faces around each vertex, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C equal to number of corners for each polygon, that is 3. So that is 20. That's why it is called icosahedron. Now we want to see whether this theory can be applied in a football. We know a football is made of pentagons and hexagons. We want to see whether it is possible to find out the number of pentagons and hexagons and number of vertices in a football. Now we have little more complex scenario here, because we have now 2 different types of regular polygons. Now in football, each vertex is surrounded by 2 hexagons and 1 pentagon. Therefore, the angle theta equal to 360 minus 2 into 120. This 120 is the internal angle of hexagon, and this 108 degree is the internal angle of pentagon. So theta equal to 12. Therefore, V equal to 4 pi by 12 equal to 60. So there are 60 vertices in a football. Next, we want to see how to find out the number of hexagons and pentagons. Now let us put one circular object here on a vertex. Now we can see 2n portion goes to hexagon and m portion goes to pentagon. Now there are 60 vertices, and for each vertex 2n goes to hexagon, so there are 60 into 2n, this many portion goes to hexagon, that is 120n goes to hexagon, and 60n goes to pentagon. Now for each hexagon, for example this hexagon, there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 n is required. Now we have 120n, and for each hexagon we need 6n, so number of hexagon equal to 20. Now for pentagon we need 5m for each pentagon, and we have 60m, so number of pentagons is 60m by 5m equal to 12. So therefore a football is made of 20 hexagons and 12 pentagons, and there are 60 vertices. Now you can see this edge is shared by pentagons as well as hexagon, whereas this edge is shared by hexagon from both the sides. Now we have 12 pentagons and 20 hexagons. Now let us assume that R number of edges of each pentagon is shared with hexagon, and S number of edges of each hexagon is shared with pentagon. Therefore 12R equal to 20S. A simple solution of R and S gives you R equal to 5 and X equal to 3. Because R equal to 5, that means all the 5 edges are shared by hexagon. That means each pentagon is surrounded by 5 hexagons. Now because S equal to 3, that means 3 edges are shared with other hexagons. So 3 alternate edges are shared with other hexagon, and 3 alternate edges shared with pentagon. So this edge and this edge will be shared with pentagon. This edge and this edge will be shared with hexagon. In the previous slide we saw in a football each vertex is surrounded by 2 hexagons and 1 pentagon. In this slide we would like to see whether it is possible to make a football where each vertex is surrounded by 2 pentagons and 1 hexagon. If it happens, then theta equal to 360 minus 2 into 108, this is 108 internal angle of pentagon, this, and 120 degree the internal angle of hexagon, this one. So theta equal to 24 degree, therefore V, that is number of vertices, is equal to 30. So therefore if it is possible to make such a football, then there should be 30 vertices. Now let us see how many pentagons and how many hexagons should be there. Now again we will put a round shape object here, so n portion goes to hexagon and m portion goes to 2m portion goes to pentagon. Now there are 3 vertices, so 3n goes to hexagon and 60m goes to pentagon. Therefore the number of hexagon equal to 30n divided by 6n, that equal to 5. The number of pentagons equal to 60m divided by 5m, that is equal to 12. So there should be 12 pentagons and 5 hexagons. Now this edge is shared by pentagon, this edge is also shared by pentagon. Now let us assume that R number of edges of each pentagon is shared with S number of edges of each hexagon. Therefore 12R equal to 5S, because there are 12 pentagons and 5 hexagons. A simple solution gives you r equal to 5 and s equal to 12, but this solution is not acceptable because for each hexagon there are only 6 edges, so s equal to 12 is just not possible. Therefore, this type of football it is not possible to make. In this slide, we want to see whether it is possible to make a football made of hexagons and square, where each vertex is surrounded by 2 hexagons and 1 square. If such thing happens, then theta equal to 360 minus 2 into 120. 120 is the internal angle of hexagon this and this, and 90 is the internal angle of square this. Therefore, theta equal to 30. Therefore, v equal to 24. That means if this such football is possible to make, then there should be 24 vertices. Again, we put on round set objects, so 2n goes to hexagon because there are 24 vertices, so 24 into 2, that equal to 40n goes to hexagon, and 24m goes to squares. Therefore, there are 40n by 6n equal to 8 number of hexagon and 6 number of squares in this football. Now, this edge is surrounded by square and hexagon. This edge is also shared by hexagon and square. So assume r number of edges of each square is shared with s number of edges of each hexagon. Therefore, 6 are equal to 8s. This 6 is coming from here and this 8 is coming from here. A simple solution of r and s gives r equal to 4 and s equal to 3. That means all the 4 edges of square is shared with hexagon, and only alternate edges, this and this, of each hexagon is shared with squares. Therefore, it is possible to make such kind of football. Imagine a cube, and in cube there are 6 faces and 8 corners. Each corner is you can put hexagon on each corner, and you can put square on each faces. So there are 6 faces and 8 corners. That will give you such kind of football. Thank you.